Here comes the boy. Enjoy my singing. Here he is. Oh, for me. Hey, and welcome to this video. My name is Nina, and today we are going to be working on an area. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to title this build. I do like how it came out in the end though, but you will probably know what I titled it because you would have clicked on the video because you would have read the title. So this is the area that we want to work in. Now, since I'm a little bit lazy and I didn't really completed flattening my island, once I started flattening my island, this was still all of a bit of a mess. So I needed to clean up first, which was so much fun. I love that. It's one of my favorite parts of the game, you know, cleaning up the trees and also laying down in-game pathing, all those things that take a long time. I really enjoy those things because I just have so much time in my day that I don't really know what to do with, and I just really love when Nintendo takes up that time and steals that time. For me, I love that so much, and it's just very enjoyable. It's a very enjoyable, freeing experience. But I'm about to finish flattening this part, at least a little bit. We will keep flattening somewhere around the middle of the build because I just couldn't be asked to do everything in one go. But the general area we flattened down, but this build will continue all the way to the back of the island. And now we are about to finally start this build. And I had to start by actually rejigging this little clock tower that we did in the last build on this island, the little abandoned village. Now, I wasn't really sure about the placement of this because I'm an indecisive little bitch. And I can't make up my mind about stuff because everything seems right and wrong at the same time. Please let me know if you also feel the same way about everything in life, because I really hope I'm not alone. But yeah, I did that because I felt like we needed some more space to the right side here, and because we got all these new pottery items, and I really felt like I wanted the little pottery stall here. I felt a little bit inspired by a German kind of children's story, Drei Nüsse für Aschenbrödel, where they have like a little pottery stall right against like the city wall, kind of that encloses a city to make it safe for people to live there and like keep all the bad guys out, you know, and the animals, even though this is Animal Crossing, so you might have some animals crossing this bridge. So funny. But yeah, that's what I did. So I just started and layered all of the size of this clock tower, whatever it is. I always call it a clock tower, but yeah, not really sure if you could even call that, because it's basically just gazebo on top of some cliffs. But we will just say it's a clock tower because it sounds a lot cooler. But yeah, I really hope you're all well. I really hope you had a lovely weekend and a nice start to the week. How was your Valentine's Day? Let me know. I've also put out a little message in the Discord because I feel like Valentine's Day can also be a bit shit for people because, you know, not everyone has a partner, including me. Mama is an all-time single. I do not get along with men. It doesn't work. So I'm gonna just say single, and I'm happy with that, kind of. Yeah, that's that. But I really hope you just had a lovely time spent with your loved ones, with your friends, even if it was just like a message or a phone call that you shared with someone. I just really hope that you had a nice time to yourself, or spent in whatever way that you wanted to spend it. But yeah, I really hope you had a lovely start to the week. I sure did. I spent all day of yesterday kind of building this. It was a bit of a struggle, and this is kind of like a transition area. I kind of touched on the fact that this is kind of like a meh, I don't really know what to call that area in the beginning, but I still kind of felt like I wanted to like take you with me, you know, bring you along on this journey, because I did say that in my design tips video and also in like some of my other videos that I really enjoy doing like one-way kind of islands, especially now that I've done so many. I feel like it really helps to like come up with ideas, because sometimes if you just walk through an area, you instinctively walk like in a specific way, like an imaginary path kind of, and then you might think of a build idea, or at least that's how my brain works. And you know, you might not even do like a grand old build in every single area of your islands, basically. Very much struggling with words again today. So sorry about that, but I should just stop mentioning it because it's just me. It's just me. It's not that. You know, it's an off day for me. I just cannot speak, which is so good that I chose to do this then. But we will just have to deal with it. Nothing you can do about it, and nothing I will do about it either. Thank you. But yeah, I just thought, you know, we would just have a fun old time chatting a little bit about Valentine's Day that I spent by myself. I did have some pizza though with my mum and my sister, which was very lovely. Couldn't imagine a Valentine's Day to get any better, to be honest. And then I played some Animal Crossing, so what else could you even wish for? You know, what else? But yeah, I'm just terraforming some cliffs. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going on about again. So I terraformed some cliffs because this back part is kind of inspired by a little picture that I saw on Pinterest, because for some reason, in combination with this little pottery store that we did, or this little pottery area that we did, I just had the word Pirate Cove stuck in my head, and I was like, I need to do a Pirate Cove here. I just have to. It's an omen, it's a sign, the universe is telling me to put it here. Something amazing is gonna happen if I do this. So I did, obviously, and I did, yeah, I just said that. So I just terraformed some cliffs. I was initially going to put another cliff on top of the right side of like the right cliff that we did, but I just didn't really want the area to shrink so much in like depth, if that makes sense, because if you want like a second tier cliff, you obviously would need a lot more space on top of the first cliff, and I didn't really want it to get as thick. So I just rejigged it a bit and just decided to completely scratch that idea after a few tries, because it just didn't work out. And I also needed to like juggle around with this waterscaping a bit, because I wanted to put a cave in the back and then put like some like a treasure chest kind of, and some wooden planks, so that it looks like kind of like planks that would go into the water. Like there was maybe there was a little bit of pier one day, but it kind of broke down, something along those lines. Obviously you can't really redo that image that I saw in Animal Crossing, but I just tried to do my best and have fun with it. You know, that's all that this game is about. So I did that, and I really wanted there to be like waterfalls on the sides, because I thought that was very cute, you know, just framing in the area very lovelily. Lovelily, that's an actual word. Yes, it is. And yeah, here you can see me just kind of like redoing all this waterscaping a couple of times. I also put in a few of these mini floating islands, just so that we can have like some bushes on top of that to make it feel a bit more tucked in. And we will also just litter all of this in foliage and trees and whatnot. You won't see me really detail up the cliffs, because I feel like that's just really boring, me just placing down shrubs and flowers, because you won't be able to get too close to the cliffs, so there was no point for me to like actually decorate them with like proper items and like grouping items. So I just filled them up with flowers and shrubs and everything. I did incorporate a couple of the pine trees and the giant vines though, so that was fun to play around with, because I feel like they just added to this. And we're also gonna do some palm trees, you know. We're gonna have some fun. I said it in the beginning. So we did some palm trees that you will see fully grown in by the end of the video tour, because I didn't have any, so I need to plant some new ones. So my nose is stuffy again, which is so nice. The Rona is still not really gone. She likes to stick with me. She's a sticky bitch. So we'll have to put up with her for a little longer, and you will have to put up with my voice a little bit longer. So that's always fun. And here you can kind of like see my thought process a little bit about this waterscaping and the cliff that I'm now terraforming up behind this building. And I love how the storefront looks layered in front of the ruined arch, because it just looks like an old house that kind of, you know, fell apart for some reason I also want to do like, I want to start like the jungly bit a bit here to the back and towards the left then in like a future build. But I also want to litter the jungle in like some types of ruins and have like some ruined arches and ruined items all the way throughout, because I feel like that could be very cute. Like there were houses at one point, but it just fell into complete abandonment and now it's just all ruined. And yeah, I thought that could be very cute. But yeah, I just feel like that this was like a cute little area, you know, to work around. And again, I'm doing like a one-way island, so I think we will just do one build after another, and you will just see me go around the island in a circle and build up all the little areas that we're gonna have. So I think that could be fun for you to maybe also see how I deal with like those awkward little areas and still make them fun, make them funky, make them fresh, you know, all that good stuff. I don't know what the fuck's going on in my head today. It's very weird. I feel like I just spend too much by myself at this point, because, you know, I can't go outside because I can't walk at the minute, and I feel like I'm getting a bit of like I'm just getting a bit tired from staring at the ceiling. So if I'm very weird, apologies for that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can absolutely do about it. So yeah, I'm just treating you a little bit. You have to do that sometimes. Gotta treat yourself to those things. So I'm kind of done now with the forest. So I'm now starting to like make certain parts of my waterscaping a bit more edgy. Not edgy, but like square edges. That kind of thing, to lay down some wooden planks. Jesus Christ, what am I even saying? And then I'm also layering some of this like nice mossy grass path on top of the in-game dirt path to kind of try and blend it into the actual the grass that is surrounding the in-game path, and make the edges just a bit more seamless. Obviously you can kind of still see them, but I will try to layer items around them and whatnot, kind of like I also did to the right here, because I think this is going to be another island where all my beaches are just going to be blocked off. I think I'm going to plant like a ton of coconut trees on the beach here so that it looks very like foresty, and maybe flop down some pine trees in between so that it's not just palm trees and it kind of blends into this forest that we have to the left here. I thought that could be cute. But yeah, I'm just now going to go in and detail everything up a bit more, make it a bit more overgrown. Loved also that Fang didn't let me remove this waterfall, because I am now going in and like putting some of the giant vines on the sides of the cliffs because I love them. Not the giant vines, the vine weed thingies that you can place. The vines. It's just the vines, Nina. And I also recorded the little transition area that I did, that's kind of in front of this bridge. So that's connecting this build and the last build. I did record that, but my process was just so all over the place, and I just think it wouldn't be watchable in the end after I edited, because I just literally placed one item here, one item there, took both away, placed another item, took one away. It was a mess, and I am not sure if it's done the way that I did it now, so I think I will just leave that part out because this build is going to be long enough anyways. I think we'll end up about like 18-ish minutes, which is kind of long. So yeah, but also I have been feeling kind of inspired to do a bit more of a let's play kind of style for my island that I'm about to redo, Milk, the kind of medieval mystery island. Also let me know, because there is like a huge twist on that island, and I've always said that I wanted to, you know, show you the first section of the island before we do the tour, then I will complete everything else without showing you those speed builds, and then we will tour, and then I will upload those remaining speed builds. But let me know if you want me to kind of spoil the mystery for you, but kind of take you along on how I plan out my mystery, and if that's something that you would be interested in, because I could also do that, and I think it could be fun to like get your ideas involved. But let me know which way you would prefer it. Also, why am I talking about the other island while I'm decorating this one? I cannot tell you at all. So let's go back to the build, please. As you can see, I'm just like finishing up this area by adding in some wheat fields, the treasure chest, some items that feel kind of piratey to me, even though I don't even know why I wanted to do a pirate cove, and it's not even a real pirate cove. Like the only thing that's piratey are like the pirate barrels, even though I turned them so you can't see the pirate logo thingy, and the pirate, like the treasure chest. So not really sure why I even called it a pirate cove. It's more like a lagoony kind of thing. Also again very inspired by the not The Last of Us, the Uncharted games, specifically again the last one. But yeah, I really like how it came out, and I'm just going in and sprinkling it. I'm going in to sprinkle in some more finishing touches. I'm also trying to, you know, layer in a couple more of these fine vases because I just love how they look. And I wanted to also bring a bit more of that like softer bluish, not bluish, but this darker green on this vase over to the right side just to make it feel polished, full and complete. And then it was just time to, God, my voice is getting, my nose is getting more and more stuffy, isn't it? But then it was just time to add in a couple more designs and flowers and whatnot. I also added a clay furnace on top of that fake building that I did to the right side, just because I felt like it worked very well with the ruined arch. But again, we are nearing the end of this build, so thank you so much for coming along on this very strange build today. Let me know again what you would think about this more let's play style for the next island, if you want me to take you along on the mystery development, because I haven't seen anyone do the theme that I'm about to do on that island, so obviously I would love to spoil it. But yes, we are done now. I'm going to leave you now with a montage of the finished product. If you enjoyed this video, I would very much appreciate it if you would maybe give it a thumbs up and join our family by hitting that little subscribe button. I would love to see you here. And yeah, I'm going to see you in the next one. Take care of yourself until then, and bye-bye.